What's up, you guys? Eddie at Fliptroniks. I'm going to be doing a Netflix and gaming comparison on the red iPhone 7 versus the red iPhone XR. Alright, so I never had a chance to really compare both these phones. I do want to cover some of the basic specs first, and I'll have some links down there if you want to check out our full reviews for both phones on our website. Okay, as far as design goes, you've got basically, back and front glass here on the iPhone XR, and then you've got the front glass on the iPhone 7, and then you've got the aluminum, on the back. I would definitely say, the XR is definitely a lot more fragile. You could drop the iPhone 7 all day and, likely it's not going to really do too much to it. You might break the front glass, but the back's always going to be good to go. So as far as shatterproof phones, I would definitely say the iPhone 7 can take much more of a beating here than the iPhone XR. Screen-wise, you're looking at 6.1 inches versus 4.7 inches. Both phones have LCD displays. And obviously size is, a pretty big difference here. As far as processors go, you've got the Apple A12 chip over here on the iPhone XR, and then you've got the Apple A10 chip on the iPhone 7. So you are going to be looking at a faster phone over here on the iPhone XR, but, if you want to talk about pricing, right now you can get the iPhone 7 for a really good price, anywhere from like $220 to $300 if you wanted to just buy it outright, but the iPhone XR is still costing anywhere from like $600 to $700, so there is a pretty big price difference. Both phones have 12 megapixel back cameras on them, but you're gonna have some better features over here as far as some of the LED and dual tone flash on the iPhone XR, so you will get some better picture quality. Both phones have 7 megapixel selfie cameras on them. And that's about it as far as specs, guys. So let's flip these phones over. The other thing I gotta say about both of them is that, using the iPhone 7 again for the last couple of days, I gotta tell you, I do miss the home button. I mean, it was definitely a big deal to not have the home button on the iPhone 10 when it first came out, and I forgot how nice it was to have that home button. So anyways, like I said, I wanted to throw up some Netflix, so we'll do a little Netflix. I've got a couple cool games we're going to check out here, and it looks like this Point Blank is going to be our go-to right here. So we're going to load this up, check out some of the quality as far as displays go here. And, I've got both phones set to 50% volume. They are also on the same brightness setting, so you're going to be looking at basically what they look like, you know what I'm saying? So let me know your thoughts about both phones, which one you prefer, in the comments below. But I mean, you definitely get a much bigger, display on the iPhone XR. It's kind of crazy how small it is down here on the iPhone 7 now that I'm looking at it. It's just been a while. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here. Okay, so I mean, basically, Netflix on here, guys. If you don't mind having a little bit smaller display down here on the iPhone 7, it is what it is. It's still kind of cut off up here on the iPhone XR anyways. So I mean, it's pretty close. But I mean, screen quality, I think they're definitely pretty close to one another. So we're gonna get out of some of that. Now I've got a couple cool games we're gonna be checking out here. I'm gonna do Black Paradox first. This is a really cool arcade style shooting game. Definitely worth checking out if you've never played it before. It's got a really good soundtrack on it. I just thought it would be a cool game to kind of compare both phones with, so that's what we're gonna start things off with. I'll start up here with the iPhone XR, and then I'll make my way back down to the iPhone 7. This game's soundtrack almost sounds like Stranger Things a little bit, to be honest with you. So it is pretty cool, for sure. Maybe I could actually multitask both phones at the same time. Let's see. kind of crazy multitasking this game, but I'm kind of doing it. Man, this game is awesome. It's been a while since I played it too. So it's called Black Paradox. You know, if you're into arcade style shooting games, this one is definitely where it's at. Okay, I do want to get into the next game here, but you know, obviously I still do prefer the iPhone XR up here, but you know, the iPhone 7, it's not bad by any means. All right, so the next thing we've got here is going to be Dead Rain. This is a really cool, you know, arcade-style zombie shooting game. I thought it would be another good one to check out. They do have 1 and 2 in this series, but I'm going to kick things off here with the original game because it is pretty sweet. So, you know, we're going to get into some of level 2 here. I'll start things off up here on the iPhone XR, and then I'll make my way down to the iPhone 7. And hope you guys enjoy some of the gameplay on this one. Let's go down here. Alright, so I don't know what was going on up here with the sound on this game. It was a little off for some reason. But anyways, you know, really wanted to just compare, you know, both these phones. Obviously, I got them both in the red color. So the red iPhone 7, it's still an awesome phone, guys. I think that right now it's probably the best iPhone to buy if you're on a budget, because when they released the 7, there really wasn't much of a difference between the 7 and the 8, to be honest with you. So I think the 7 is definitely like the best iPhone you can get right now for the price. But the iPhone XR, it's going to be much faster. You've got a bigger display on it. It does cost around twice the price of the iPhone 7. But even with that said, you know, I still love both these phones. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this gaming and Netflix comparison with the red iPhone 7 versus the red iPhone XR. I'll throw some links down there, like I said, if you want to check out our full reviews on these phones on our website. If you could hit the like and share, I'd appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to us, hit that subscribe, and we will see y'all later.